Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to tonight's show. Tonight, we're talking about what message does God have for you where you are in your life right now. Thank you all for being here. I am Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic, a tarot reader, an astrologer, and a medium, and I am available for personal reading. So if you would like a personal reading, definitely text me at 703-791-9162. You can also visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, for personal readings. Let's go ahead and get into it and see what we've got going on. Welcome, everybody. Tonight, I want to do something a little different. Instead of asking what's happening 6 months from now or where you're eventually going, I want to focus on where you are right now. Because maybe you're in a season where things are finally working out. Maybe you're waiting. Maybe you're frustrated. Maybe you're questioning why certain doors haven't opened yet. So tonight we're asking, what message does God have for where you are in your life right now? Why are you here? Where are you supposed what are you supposed to understand about this season? And where could God be leading you next? Let's get into it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's show. Welcome. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Hi, DM Leslie. How are you? How's everyone doing tonight? Thank you all for being here. Hi, J. Manuel. How is everyone feeling tonight? How's everyone doing? What is the vibes? I'm also available for live readings. If you want a live reading, send your donations in. As you know, live readings are $30. It is the cheapest option I offer. You get a full spread, final card. You can always come back, see what I predicted for you. I don't delete these lives. Let's go ahead and get into the topic. Hi, Chikia. Hi, DM Leslie. Hi, the Magical Mermaid. Hope the date was cute. Thank you, the Magical Mermaid. It went lovely. Hi, Lullaby babies. You're stressed out. Why are you stressed out? Did anyone watch my Michael Jackson reading I did yesterday? Child, I cried, which I never do, by the way. At least not on TV, on YouTube, on video. But it was a moment. So I hope y'all enjoyed the Michael reading. We have more readings coming up. Once again, if you want a live reading, I am available. Definitely check out the live readings. If you would like a live reading, send your donations in. It is $30. You get a full spread, final card. You can always come back and see what I predicted for you. You can ask any question you want to. Your question does not have to be specific to the topic, or it can be specific to the topic. And please put your question with your donation. Let's go ahead and get into it. What message does God have for the person watching this video right now, whether they're watching the live and or the replay? What message does God have for the person watching this video about where they are in their life right now? What message does God have for the person watching this video right now, whether they're watching the live and or the replay? What message does God have for this person for where they are in their life right now? Narcissistic mama issues. I'm sorry to hear that. My childhood. Hi, Lamarr. I want to thank God for today. Major breakthrough in understanding and weight loss journey today. I figured out why the body have major issues with sugar, specifically insulin production. Really? What did you learn about that? The falling star. Hold on, y'all. I'm cold. Hold on. Sorry, y'all, I got cold, child. When will I see when will I see the sleek airplane man? Britton, did you donate for a reading? Congrats, Falling Star. Yes. Thank you to whoever just donated for a reading, by the way. Prayers for people in Colombia. What's happening in Colombia, child? I'm out the loop, honey. It's been a busy past couple days. It's been every day's been a blur. Like Britney, honey. Like Britney's song. All right. Let's do a few more shuffles. Also, hold on, y'all. I have my coffee, but I need to clean the lid real quick. Hold on. I did see the new Whitney Barbie. Thank you, Dion, for your donation. By the way, y'all remember I'm doing live reading, so if you want a live reading, please send your donation. All right, please send your donations. Okay, and I did cut my nails short, child. I had one nail, of course, break. That's the thing with long nails. You grow them and they always break somehow, child. But yeah, I did cut my nails short. I think they look cuter short, like more. I don't know. Anyway, um, you have the cutest hands. Thank you, Lullaby Babies. I try to take actually good care of my hands. Actually, to be honest with you, I try to. The hands are one of the first things to go. No shade. So they had a 7.54 quake and it was bad. Ooh, really? I didn't know that. Prayers to Colombia. That's sad. But yeah, the new Whitney Barbie looks amazing. Did she have a birthday recently? I saw something about Whitney. All right, let's focus, you guys. Remember, I'm doing live readings. If you want a live reading, send your donation in. It is $30. You get a full spread, final card. Wait a minute. Oh, man, that's not what I meant to post, child. See? I was sending emails before I came on live. I thought I was being cute. But anyways, if you want a live reading, send your donation in via the link in the chat I'm about to post or the PayPal Cash App Venmo on the screen. And if you would like your own live reading, please send your question and you can ask any question you want. It doesn't have to be specific to the topic of the video. Remember, live readings are the cheapest option I offer and the quickest option I offer as well. All right, so there you go. Insulin production is when the body has to pull sugar away from the bloodstream and store it for fat because sugar is very dangerous to the blood, but your brain needs sugar to work at all. Yes. Yeah, and sugar comes from many different things, not just sweets, not just fruits. Sugar comes from carbohydrates, bread turns into sugar and insulin. That's why you have to be careful with a lot of carbs, pasta, things of that nature also turns into sugar in the body. So you really have to be careful with not just sweets and fruits, even though fruits are good for you, but carbs as well. We need to watch. Okay, but I'm glad you are. I'm glad that is clicking for you, like Justin, the falling star. All right, let's focus on what message does God have for you for where you are in your life right now. The Lover's card shows up as the first card, which is quite interesting. The Lover's card is being drawn towards something, a person, place, or thing. All right. This could be being drawn towards something or someone being drawn towards you based on appearance, based on reputation, based on energy, synergy. All right. Um, Based on destiny as well. Maybe for some of you. The Lover's card also typically has purpose to it. Once again, I said earlier, the Lover's card is about two people, two energies, two entities coming together for a bigger purpose. So there is purpose here as well. God is guiding you towards something, someone, an opportunity with whom there is purpose, with whom you are perfectly chosen for as well. You're a perfect fit. You and this person, you and this opportunity fit like a glove, all right? Like a hand in a glove, like Cinderella and the glass slipper, all right? It's a perfect fit. It's giving all tens, okay? This Lover's card energy. So I'm hearing you need to stay the course. You need to not get distracted right now. Thank you to whoever just donated for a live reading. We have 2 people on the list for live reading. So if you want to once again get a live reading tonight, send your donations. Yes, her birthday is the 9th. Meat and veggies and fruit is the best diet. Yes. And I think people also underestimate that. Don't like it's not that well known or not that well talked about is the fact that meat is actually healthy for you. No shade to the vegans out there. No shade to the vegetarians out there. At one point, I was vegetarian. At my skinniest weight, post high school, ironically, I mean, who isn't skinny, at that age? Post high school was my skinniest weight, and I was also vegetarian at the time. So I've actually been vegetarian before. Um, but meat is actually good for you. Now, the type of meat and the quality of meat, that's a different story. But meat is actually very healthy for you, very good for you. Just as good in certain cases as vegetables and, fruits. Now, you absolutely still need fruits and vegetables, but I digress. You know what's also good for you? Green tea. Now, I don't always brew my tea hot. I actually love to get. I'll show you in just a second because I'm thirsty right now. Hold on. Something else that's also good for you, and maybe this is why this card came up. Maybe some of you are working on your health, your fitness, your looks. Maybe that's why you're attracting people, places, and things so much easier lately than usual with this Lover's card energy showing up for you once again for the collective. Another thing that's really good is green tea. Now, what I like to do is because it's summer and I'm hot, although I have the AC on right now, so I actually like to put a lot of ice in this. Y'all know I love ice water, and then I will put 2 packs of green tea. It has to be either Chinese green tea for me personally. It either has to be Chinese green tea or Japanese green tea. And I put 2 of them in here. I put a lot of ice in it, and then I fill it up with water, and I let the tea steep all day. And it's so refreshing. Oh my god, it's so sweet. Did you know there's also a white tea? I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to try that next. I'm not the hugest fan of black tea, but black tea is delicious. My favorite black tea is Earl Grey, but yeah, iced green tea without sugar, by the way. Speaking of insulin, this does not have any sugar in it. No sugar, no honey. This is just water, ice, and tea bags. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm going to leave that alone. All right. And I'm going to take a sip of, not a sip, a gulp, a few gulps of my iced green tea because I'm thirsty. It's so refreshing. You still get hydration. It does not take away from the hydration of the water at all. Actually makes the water taste better. And it's just fabulous. And green tea is also good for refreshing your mouth. It's good for your oral hygiene. Now, we talk about teeth on this channel all the time and oral health. So, green tea is amazing, okay? We love green tea. Hi, Alexander. How are you? Hi, Heather. How's everyone doing tonight? It's good to see everybody. By the way, remember, y'all, I'm doing live readings. So if you want a live reading, we have 2 people on the list for live readings so far. So get your live readings in. If you have any questions, please send your questions in. Don't forget to send your questions with your donation or in the chat. And you can ask any question you want to. Your question does not have to be specific to the topic. You love green tea and matcha. I'm not a big matcha fan, but I don't hate it. I don't know how to prepare it, honestly. I'm definitely more of a Americano if I absolutely need caffeine. Or like a coffee, black Americano, no milk, no sugar, please. And thank you. Unless I want milk and sugar, which is very rare. And then if that's the case, I'll get like a frappuccino. I'll treat myself to like a cappuccino, something like that. But I very rarely want like coffee with like sugar and milk in it. Personally, once again. Lean meats, lean fish, quality tuna are great. Exactly. I watched a movie today called Tony. It's probably going to come out soon. Called Tony, about Anthony Bourdain. It was such a good movie. Oh my god, it was such a good movie with what's his name, Antonio Banderas, who I'm obsessed with. Um, and it was all about like cooking. Catching the food and cooking it. I was like, oh my god, and it was set in the '70s. It was really good. Hi, Ladybug Bell. I've done that too, says Alexander, even in room temperature water. Lipton green tea, I'll have to try the green tea you use. Yes, I like Ito and green tea or any Chinese green tea. Works. I don't know the specific brand for the Chinese one, but the Japanese green tea that I love is Ito in. So good. Hard to find, but really good. Word Mistress says they drink green tea daily, period. The Falling Star says, so my major problem was insulin resistance and sensitivity. So once you're overweight, the thing that keeps you alive from blood sugar is so out of balance and not working efficiently in fat making. Yeah. Yeah. That's why you can have someone that doesn't eat a lot, such as myself, and can be overweight, extremely overweight, things of this nature. It's because your body's not working properly. Hormones off balance, different things being off balance. What does green tea consist of? Green tea is made of, I think, some leaf. I forgot what it's called. I think all tea comes from the same leaf. It's just prepared differently that creates the green, the white, the black. Isn't that very ironic for a humanity stance as well? The Magical Mermaid says Game of Thrones finale was pretty good. I've never watched a Game of Thrones episode in my life. Hi, V Navarez. Capricorn rules with teeth and medical astrology. Exactly. Yeah, I take my teeth very seriously. As a matter of fact, I need to floss before I go to bed tonight. And I floss twice. I floss mechanically and I floss with water as well. How was my date? My date was good. It didn't happen because his friend got in a car accident, so. But I took myself on a date, so. But what can you do? What can you do with that? It's like, oh, take care of your friend, child. But he might be watching, so let me watch what I say. I have learned that, when it comes to dating, I just have to be completely honest about this YouTube channel, because either they're going to find it or they're most likely going to find it. So I don't remember if I told him. I'm pretty sure I told him. So he might be watching. But there's no hard feelings. I'm sure he'll hit me up again soon, child. So we're keeping it cool. Do you ever go to Bath and Body Works, Lamar? I actually just went to Bath and Body Works, and I love their foam soap. I am obsessed with their foam soap and their refill things. I just got some body spray. They had one last Mandalorian and Grogu body spray I got. I have their candles, which I don't burn often because they're very expensive, I feel like. I love their lotions actually too. I have a lot of their lotions. So yeah, I have one of their foam soap thingies in my bathroom, and then one in the kitchen, and then I have also like one of their Bath and Body Works 48-hour lotion in the kitchen as well. Because you know when you wash your hands, see, someone said I have nice hands, shot, because I take care of my hands. You lotion your hands, put sunscreen on your hands for God's sake. Put sunscreen on your hands and put sunscreen on your neck. What is this called? The décolletage. What's this called again? Put sunscreen here, okay? Seriously, like sunscreen is your best friend, all right? But yeah. So I love Bath and Body Works. I miss Bed Bath and Beyond, actually. I wish they would come back. Yeah, the Anthony Bourdain movie was really good, actually, surprisingly. And I wasn't even a big. I never watched anything Anthony Bourdain in my life, to be honest. But I love the movie. It was really good. Dominique Sessa plays Tony. Did you go to the Screen Unseen AMC showing for Tony tonight? I did. Okay, so Dominique Sessa, is that his name? Because I really liked him, even though he got on my nerves. And I'm not going to spoil it, but I wanted to absolutely throw Anthony Bourdain out the window a few times in this movie. But it was still a really good movie. I really enjoyed the cast, and Antonio Banderas was my favorite character. But I've never heard of Dominique Sessa in my life, so now I'm going to have to look him up. A guy that followed closely online passed away the same weekend as Anthony. He was a big fan of his June 2018. Oh. Yeah, and they didn't go into like they just talked about this time in Anthony's life, so they didn't go into like the deep stuff, which I kind of like that. But I was left with like wanting more, wanting to know more as well at the same time. So glad you at least took yourself on a date and enjoyed yourself. Oh yeah, always, always. And there'll be someone else, or he'll be around again to take me out. So listen, life goes on. I had a client. I don't have. The majority of my clients are definitely females, but I do have the occasional consistent male client. And I had one of my male clients, straight clients recently. He's going through it, child. The straight men are going through it, honey. The men in general, I think, are going through it. All right. So I don't know what's going on with the men lately, but they are wanting love, honey. They're wanting romance. Well, not all of them, but they're wanting connection, and but they're struggling, child. And I had to tell him that I'm like, a lot of people are struggling right now, but um. So yeah, I didn't have my date didn't happen, but it's okay. Life goes on, honey. It always smells so nice in there. Yes, the new Nightmare Before Christmas line is about to come out this weekend at Bath and Body Works. Oh my god. Okay. Thank you for telling me that, The Magical Mermaid. Thank you for giving me the heads up. Cause I'm about to. Oh my god, I'm so excited. That gives me also a reason to go to the mall because I haven't been going to the mall lately. Have people been going to the mall lately? Cleopatra, no, not right now. I'll call you when your segment's up, girl, but it's not right now. By the way, everyone, I'm doing live reading, so if you want a live reading, you can donate via the link in the chat, the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo on the screen. I just posted the link again. Hi, Sakura. You love the cherry blossom scent. You have nice hands, too. I think nice hands are important. You need to do solo dates more. I'm older, so the idea of it seems like a lot of work, and I end up just taking a nap instead. Child, I love me a solo date. The solo dates are one of my favorites. Um, I was about to spill some tea, but never mind. Because once again, I don't know who really watches these videos. We all kiki in chat, but there's also silent lurkers in the shadows, and they could be anyone. They could be guys I've dated. They could be golems. So it just is what it is. But I have to be mindful of who could be in the room. But solo dates are fabulous. You definitely get comfortable taking yourself out. You never wear sunscreen. That's a problem. You definitely need to start wearing sunscreen, especially if you're young. Let me teach y'all something about sunscreen and why you need. Thank you to whoever just donated for a live reading. So this is why you need to wear broad spectrum sunscreen. That protects you from the UVA and the UVB rays. All right. Now you can watch any sunscreen video. They'll tell you the same thing I'm about to tell you. All right. UVB rays are the rays that burn. All right. That burn your skin. You can feel your skin burning. That tan, that's actually your skin burning. UVA rays are the aging rays. Those are actually the rays that break down the collagen in your skin over time. That causes the UVA rays are what causes your skin to get wrinkly over time. All right. For lines to, become deeper. The UVA rays also aid in dark spots as well as the UVB rays. So that you should be wearing sunscreen every day, even when the sun's not out, because even when the sun's not out, those UVA rays are still out in full throttle, always. So I'm trying to teach you. All right. Yeah, put sunscreen on your neckline. Put moisturizer on your neckline. The neck is also one of the things to go. Yeah, so Antonio Banderas is definitely daddy. Antonio Banderas, yes. Yeah, it was really hot today in Virginia. I've been sweating a lot and I'm so sick of it, honestly. But a good shower will get you right together. Hi, Parker. Although I do need to take a spiritual bath. By the way, we have an eclipse coming up, so get your candles in. I'm doing candles as well. Y'all know that. So a lot of you have been getting candles lately. Get your eclipse candles. We have an eclipse on the 12th, I believe, which is in 2 days, 1 day. User says, "Hi Lamarr, you are such a lovely soul. Your aura is magical. I have watched your older videos too, which are amazing. I look forward to your content." Thank you, user. You love Bath and Body Works? Yeah, I'm a big fan. Yeah, the golems in the back, child. The golems that, lurk. Your favorite scent is Cherry Blossom, and new Cherry Blossom scent is good. It's called Forever Blossom. Now, when you say scent, what Cherry Blossom, is that like shower scent? Is that like soap scent? Like, is it the spray? Like, what medium are we using for the Cherry Blossom scent? Alexander says, "Thankfully I don't burn. The only time I've had a sunburn was in Mexico. I be putting on my sunscreen whenever I go out. I gotta start wearing it every single day." Yeah, I burn easily, so I put sunscreen on. I cannot stand the feeling of the sun on my raw skin. I can't. Target has a good one, SPF 50. I use the kids version. The kids version is always good. You heard Zendaya wear sunscreen. It looks gorgeous and beautiful and young. Zendaya is sunning. Yeah, all the Hollywood stars wear sunscreen. Well, most of them. Ones that look good wear it. All right. Three of Emotions, once again. What message does God have for you for where you are right now in your life? The Three of Emotions is about support. Three of Emotions is about peer energy. People that see you as a peer or people that are your peers. I'm hearing Three is the Company. Three is the Company. Do y'all remember that show? Three is the Company too. Is that how the lyrics went or the theme song went? Or is that something else? I'm hearing Three is the Company. Three is the Company. Some of you are experiencing certain situations in your life, especially related to money, due to the company you've been keeping, either physically and or digitally and or spiritually. You're only as rich, you're only as wealthy, you're only as popular, you're only as successful as the company you keep around you. I feel like I've said this before as well. I'm getting Janet vu. I'm getting deja vu. The whole new collection. Oh, they have a whole new collection. The Japanese cherry blossom. Yes, it comes in soap, sprays, lotions, candles, I believe. Got it. I've never been a big cherry blossom person, but maybe I'll have to check it out when it comes out too. The new cherry blossom one. I am very specific when it comes to scents, so you know who has good perfume though? Ariana Grande actually has really good perfume. You know who else has good perfume too? Billie Eilish. Very tea. Inner Angel is good too. Who's that? Inner Angel. I love BBW Inner Angel. I've never heard of that. I love that show as a kid. I love the Candy Milk Bar line from BBW. Candy Milk Bar, interesting. I wish Bath and Body. What happened to Lush? Do y'all still use Lush? I wish Bath and Body Works do a Day of the Dead collection for Halloween. That would be amazing. I wish they would do an Egyptian one at Bath and Body Works. I wish. I have a lot of wishes for Bath and Body Works. I wish they would expand their male line too. Like, I mean, I have an equal amount of male and female perfumes, but I feel like men like Bath and Body Works too. They don't like to admit it. And I always see men in there with like their girlfriends and like wives and shit. But I like that now they have well, at least the one where I live, they have laundry detergent and everything. So Everyday Luxuries line, Japanese cherry blossom. I used to work at Ulta and I smelled those Ariana Grande perfumes. Yeah, I like the Ariana Grande perfumes. I don't like Cloud. I don't know why people love Cloud so much. I'm not a fan, but I do love God is a Woman and what's the other one I like? Oh, REM by Ariana. And I love Number 2 by Billie Eilish. Smells so good. Lush is still around, but no one talks about Lush anymore. Was that a millennial thing? Um, Seven of Materials. You're definitely in this state of wanting more. Why can't I get more? Why can I have more? Why is there such a limit or a ceiling to what I can get or what I can achieve? Once again, it's the materials card. So this is tangible wise, financially wise, resource wise, opportunity wise. There's a glass ceiling you're dealing with in some way, shape, or form. Now, the glass ceiling definitely could be in your mind because this does show up in the thought in the position of thoughts in the mind, or this just could be something you are literally acknowledging or becoming aware of. All right. But once again, I always say God is never going to put you where you're not capable of handling yourself, but also where you're not able to learn the lesson. Sometimes the lesson is us, or us getting out of our own way, or us seeing things for what they are. I feel like there's a lot of that going on with when it comes to money, finances, stability, resources for a lot of you at this time. Seeing things for what they are, seeing people for who they are, recognizing maybe that you're standing in your own way in some way, shape, or form as well. Some of you, there's an energy of not enough initiative, a lack of direction, a lack of purpose, a lack of confidence. Some of you are dealing with as well. I mean, I hear solo dolo. Some of you need to go on a solo dolo journey. Once again, y'all are too tied to like a group dynamic or a group effort, or this idea of I can't do it by myself, or if they can only get so far, then I can only get so far. Like, you need to stop that mindset. God is saying, Spirit is saying, you are the company you keep. Three's company too. I wish I knew the rest of the lyrics. Y'all I used to love that show actually when I was growing up. But remember, I grew up in the era of Nick at Night, which do they even have that anymore? Nick at Night. I have heard of Champagne Toast. I have heard of that one. My niece put me onto Lush, bought my first shampoo bar from there. Really? How did the shampoo bar work for you? I just shampooed my hair today, actually. And, I'm black, so I don't necessarily shampoo my hair every day. Although there are black people that do shampoo their hair every day and it works fabulously for them. But, oh my God, my hair feels so... And I use my heavy duty shampoo too, child. Like the clarifying shampoo. But my hair feels so good. I didn't even put any conditioner. I didn't have time to put conditioner in. Um, but oh my God, my hair feels so good. I love a good shampoo. I would go to Lush if the for a shampoo bar. Did you like the shampoo bar, word mistress? Like, I need a damn shampoo bar. The birthday cake body spray is a perfect affordable birthday gift. BBW birthday cake body spray. Yeah, it was a millennial thing. Yeah, MTV VMA nomination should be out this week. Interesting. I wonder who's going to show up and be nominated. I prefer the vanilla blend fragrances. I miss the early 2000s like crazy. Me too. Joyce DeWitt is 77. Is that religious lady? It was the cinnamon bar around 2011 or so. Oh. That was the last time you bought Lush? Words of mistress? But I bet you your hair smelled real tea though. Cinnamon? I'm gonna need to go to Lush. I don't even know where a Lush is these days. Two of Voices. Connected to emotions, family, home, energy. You stay stuck to things, people, and places emotionally. It's the emotional tether that keeps you stuck. The emotional comfort, the emotional uncertainty of I'm venturing too far out on my own. I have to go back to where I'm comfortable, where other people are familiar to me, rather than venture out into this unfamiliar territory. When in reality, it's the unfamiliar territory you're meant to move towards. So you're stuck in a cycle of what's comfortable for you emotionally. Do you recognize any of this energy in your personal life? Some of you, this could be also connected to family. Definitely your living situation as well. There's an energy of, if I venture too far out of what I'm comfortable with or what I'm used to, what if I fail? What if I mess up? What if I embarrass myself? Then I have to come back and show my face. Then I have to come back, period, But I hear determination once again, confidence. What you lack determines, how far you go. Some of you think you're lacking things, or some of you are lacking things that you're looking for in other people, which is why you have so many people around you, or certain people around you, once again, as well. Oh, Joyce Stewart is who played Janet on Three's Company. Oh. Come on, knock on our door. Come on, knock on our door. We'll be waiting for you. We'll be waiting for you. Three's Company 2. Do, 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 do. I haven't watched that show in so long. I do some of those feelings, but the first major goal right now is to lower this weight. Yes, shampoo bar was okay, but then I started using other bars from sellers on Etsy. I never went back to bottled shampoo after the shampoo bars. Interesting. Joyce was Janet. Got it. What is Lush? Lush is a store. It's a cosmetic retailer famous for selling fresh, handmade, cruelty-free, and vegetarian skincare, hair care, and bath products. Yep. Like their signature colorful bath bombs and solid shampoo bars. Yep. The bath bombs, which, oh my God, I never use the bath bombs. I feel like bath bombs you have to use for a special occasion, you know. Night of Materials, a lot of materials cards coming out once again, which is showing a focus on resources, a focus on money, a focus on stability, a focus on your bottom line. Not a bad thing, a necessary thing, definitely. All right. Spirit God is showing you being very focused, deliberate in your actions. God is also saying you're further ahead than you think you are, or you're further ahead than you give yourself credit for. Remember, pay attention. The knight is not the page. This is not the page. It's the knight. So you've made progress. Clock the T. This is not the page. You're not starting from scratch. Financially, resourcefully wise, job wise, work wise, career wise. You've made some leeway. Now, it's not necessarily the king or the queen either, or the empress or the emperor, but you're further ahead than you give yourself credit for. So clock that T. All right? Stop thinking you're still always in crisis mode, because it's that thought of you're always in crisis mode that creates the crisis modes. Now I want a shampoo bar. But I use AG shampoo, so I mean it's not like I use a bad shampoo. Sometimes I'll use the Paul Mitchell lemon shampoo. But I use AG shampoo. Or if I'm straightening my hair, I'll use keratin shampoo by like some store brand one. Pantene maybe, I think. Do you guys remember Sugar Bear for hair growing? I remember that with Tati Westbrook. I never took Sugar Bear. I just take multivitamins. But I do remember that. In the Hey Sister Bye Sister drama, which I don't even want to talk about him. Did you ever watch It's a Living about Waitress? It's worth watching. 80s with Sheryl Lee Ralph. I never watched that. Thank you for this reading. I really needed it and appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Yes, thank you for being here, Maggie Moon. 6 of inspiration, once again, connected to work, job, routine, health, self-improvement. You are improving. I've said this multiple times in especially these recent collective readings. You need to give yourself credit for how far you've come. That's part of the issue here, is you're not realizing how far you've come. Look back at where you were a few years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago. Really get perspective on how far you've come. So for some of you, the topic of the video is, what message does God have for you about where you are in life? Well, one of the main things I'm hearing is a lot of you are not where you think you are. You think you're behind, but you're actually not. You're looking behind. You're looking behind you. That's your focus. When you should be focusing ahead. You keep turning around, you know? Like Whitney after, maybe a long night and she got to perform, Like, or Whitney on Mad TV, I'll be right back. Hold on, y'all. You live in nostalgia. Yes, I do. Ulta Beauty, where I used to work, sells Sugar Bear. Was Sugar Bear a controversial brand? Yes, I still watch Tati now. She has a whole new brand now. Yeah, Sugar Bear kind of was a controversial brand. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to Tati. I'm thinking of buying a live reading right now, but the issue, my question is kind of long that I don't think it's able to fit the question inside a YouTube comment post. You can email or text me the question, the following star, if you want. Or you can put the your question in 2 comments if you want. It's up to you. Shampoo bars are good because they have less ingredients, are cruelty free, and are wrapped in paper. Better for the planet and better for your body. I need this message. Thank you. You're welcome. Starbucks brought the unicorn frappuccino. I never tried it when it first came out in summer 2016. It sounds like a stomach ache, to be honest. The unicorn frappuccino. Fonzie confirmation, please. Oh God, he's right here. Ciao. Meow meow. Trying to simplify in Falling Stars. It should be focused anyway. All right. Let's finish out this reading. The 10 of Emotions shows up. Family. Once again, being a part of a bigger picture, togetherness, community, being important for you in some way, shape, or form. Community is important for you. But the right type of community, once again, I think that there's something happening with that collectively as well. Maybe you've been noticing it. Maybe you need to pay more attention. People are focused on finding community, finding their community or their communities. All right, that seems to be a big focus or a big thing happening moving forward is finding your community, finding like-minded communities. Is there anything in Aquarius happening right now? Are we in Pluto and Aquarius or are we in Pluto and Capricorn? I thought we were in Pluto and Capricorn, but we might be in Pluto and Aquarius. Hold on. Because if we're in Pluto and Aquarius, then this will make a lot of sense. We're in Pluto and Aquarius. This is the age we're in right now. This makes so much sense. Community. Aquarius is about community. So this is about the age we're in, but also we're entering into further. And I hear autonomy. Some of you are used to doing things in an autonomous vacuum. But you need community moving forward. That's also part of the missing puzzle for a lot of you. Others of you, you've had community, or you've been focused on community, you've been connected to community, but it's not been the right type of community. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yes, the age of Aquarius. Sorry, y'all. My allergies are like on 10 for some reason. You never try the unicorn frappuccino? A good bar of soap will outlast 2 bottles of body wash. Yeah. I actually don't use bar soap anymore. I mean, I'll probably go back to it, but my favorite bar soap is black soap. Starbucks and Bed Bath and Body Works should collab. What would that be like? A Japanese cherry blossom drink? The age of Aquarius, exactly. I'm a loner, but I definitely crave a genuine community. Yeah, I think we're all needing community moving forward. 5 of materials shows up. The thing that keeps you tethered to that autonomous vacuum energy is this lack of resources that the earth, the collective, is currently going through. There's this energy of, there's this feeling of, there's only so much to go around for everyone. All right. Thank you to whoever just donated for a live reading. And that's what keeps you stuck in the rat race, the old rat race. So you're almost stuck in 2 different parallels as well. God is saying you're stuck in the parallel of the past and the parallel moving forward into the future. Like you're on the cusp of a shift from the past way of doing things into the future. All right. And in the future, it require, community will be required. And being also like well known in the community, or like having good reputation in the community. Like, that neighbor that everyone hates, like that's not going to work well for that type of neighbor. Like, what happens when that neighbor needs someone? Look at Perez Hilton. Who is Perez Hilton's community? Perez Hilton is a perfect example of this age that we're entering into, of the need for community. And when you don't have community, you turn into a Perez Hilton, a pariah. No shade. I know it is shady, but no shade, all right? We're just keeping it real on the importance of community moving forward and being an upstanding citizen and member of community. Clock the T. I'll be right back, y'all. My nose is so stuffed up. God. Fonzie? Is to find you close enough to cross the line. I do have allergies. Yeah. I do have allergies, unfortunately. I hope in my next life I don't have allergies, child. Oh. Excuse me. That is not ladylike. Sorry. Thank you, the following star, for your donation. Shea Moisture is a good brand. Oh, by the way, I'm doing live readings, so if you want a live reading, send your donation before we sign off for the night. I've lost track of how many people we have on the list right now, but if you want to get on the list for live readings, definitely send your donations. Once again, you can ask any question you want to. Your question does not have to be specific to the topic of the video, or it can be specific to the topic of the video. You get a full spread final card. It is the quickest option and the cheapest option I do offer. And you can send your donation via the link in the chat or the PayPal Cash App Venmo on the screen. Yeah, my nose is stuffed up, and it's been stuffed up for like the past couple days, so I don't know what the hell is going on. Have you guys seen the video of Starbucks using chemical powder to mix the new drinks? No. What kind of chemical powder? I kind of go back and forth between Starbucks and Dunkin', to be honest. God, see, I created the emotional foundations for this weight loss journey to be long lasting. I did lose 100 pounds before, but gained it back. So what God see in this weight loss journey? Oh, that's your question. Got it. Okay. Thank you, the following star. Hi, Mercedes. I used to get allergy season until I got the flu shot 30 years ago. I think I'm allergic to the flu shot. I think. I'm going to have to ask my mom. Drinking my green tea right now. I feel better, Lamarr. Thank you. You know what I need to do? I need to take bromelain. I'm going to go take some bromelain real quick. I took some earlier today, but apparently you can take it more than once. So I'm going to go take another. I usually take bromelain with probiotics in the morning, but apparently you can take it multiple times a day. You remind me so much of myself at times, Lamarr. Makes sense since we're birthday twins. Exactly. December 27th in the house, child. You never got the flu shot again. You feel so lucky. Yeah. I tend to stay away from shots because I'm allergic to certain things. So, I mean, unless I absolutely need it, you know. But an allergy shot, anything to help with allergies, I'm all ears. The following star says that the previous weight loss journey was lacking to make me gain that weight all over again. My science understanding of weight have improved. Have my fundamental emotions to food and my self-growth. Oh, that's a good question, actually, because people underestimate the connection to food and emotions, actually. So that's a good question. All right, y'all, I gotta go blow my nose. Hopefully this is the last time, because that spray should have gotten whatever's going on up in there to get it together. I'll be right back. Yeah, I feel a lot better now, thankfully. My nose was clear now. I can breathe through my nose finally. Thank you, Spirit. Barista employees are getting sick of that chemical powder, and that chemical powder looks like slime. Eating too much dairy kicks up my allergies. I don't think I had dairy. I had 2 slices of pizza earlier and some fries. And then before that, I had a burger and fries. That's all I've had today. Like, in just one burger. And I love fries, so I'm like obsessed with fries. That's all I had today. I only had 2 slices of pizza, so that was the last thing I ate. Was the 2 slices of pizza and more fries. So sweets are your drug. It smells very bad. Dang, that's scary, Sakura. I don't even go to Starbucks. Maybe once a year. They seriously got to stop doing that. Could be the cheese from the pizza. Maybe. Two of emotion shows up. Once again, connection. Emotional connection. Something or someone with whom you're so emotionally enthralled by, they or it is so emotionally enthralled by you that there's a willing to take a risk. There's a willing to take a bet on you, or for you to take a bet on them or it, or for it to take a bet on you. Once again, God keeps showing me that you're headed towards a perfect opportunity, a perfect place, a perfect location, a perfect home, a perfect major, a perfect study, a perfect score, a perfect person, once again, relationship that's tailor made for you. Once again, now the journey to getting here has not been easy, right? But the good thing is that it's a perfect fit. That's not the question. The question is not, is this the perfect fit for me? The question is, how do you maybe get out of your own way, or how do you challenge yourself to see things around you for what they are, what it is, in order for you maybe to accept better for yourself, or in order for you to see that you deserve better, or you're capable of managing better, pursuing better. You're capable of managing change. Some of you, this involves change, once again. Emotional discomfort in order to eventually get emotional comfort. Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable in order to create comfort for yourself. Sometimes when I have lots of cheese, my allergies act up or I get a headache, migraine. I mean, I don't know. Maybe also there was cheese on the burger, so maybe that could be it. I don't know. But my allergies have been acting up for a few days now, so I think it's like, I don't know. Maybe I have like an allergy infection or something, whatever you call it, and it's like working itself out. Starbucks is under a lawsuit. Do you all remember the pretzel burger from Wendy's? It was so good. No, I never tried that. They brought back the pretzel burger? I never tried that. What does it taste? I don't like pretzels though. The star card. This is healing for you. Whatever this is, it's healing. Whatever this person, place, or thing is, opportunity is, it's healing for you. Some of you are stalling your own healing as well by not being open to stepping outside of your comfort zones. Your comfort zones can keep you stuck. Some of you are letting your comfort zones keep you stuck. The Sun card, a new opportunity, an unexpected change or shift, old seeds that you planted finally blooming and sprouting and growing. Radical change, radical shift, community, networking. Some of you getting a boost on social media or internet attainment in some way, shape, or form. The Knight of Inspiration as the last card. Something moves fast too. I feel like the new year, some things are moving fast in the new year for a lot of you. But specifically over the next 2 years as well. So the moral of this story is a lot of you are not as bad off as you think you are right now, where you are in your life right now. It's all about perspective. It's also about the company you keep. And some of you may not even have much company you're keeping. That may be an issue as well. Okay, thanks. I will be there tomorrow, maybe. You know what I've been obsessed with lately? McDonald's fries, but it has to be like, it can't be the soggy fries. It has to be fresh, like recently made. I like the crispy fries. I mean, I like a mix, but I really like the crispy. McDonald's fries have been hitting lately. And I don't go ham when I go to McDonald's. Like, I'll get a large fry, but then I'll get like maybe a double cheeseburger. That's it. I might, if I'm really hungry, get like a 6-piece nugget, but I don't even go ham. Like, the fries are the main meal, right? Like when I go to McDonald's. So I've been obsessed with McDonald's fries lately. And I want some right now. Now I want some for some reason, but I'm hungry. I haven't eaten since, I don't remember. Okay, thanks. I'll be there tomorrow. By the way, y'all, let's get to the live readings because we had a lot of people that donated. Midnight Sun. All right, let's see who was first for live readings because we had a lot of people donate, you guys. Let's see. Someone donated first on PayPal. I think it was Dion. Let me go on my PayPal. Dion, and then I think after Dion was Chiquia, and then after Chiquia is Crystal. After Crystal is Alberto. And then let me see if anyone else donated. Do I have everyone? Am I missing anyone? Let me see. So wait, we have Dion, Chiquia, Crystal, and Alberto. 4 people. Oh, child, my phone's about to die. Hold on. For some reason, I thought we had more people, but 4 people is still a lot. No shade. All right. No shade, all T. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Let me check my other email real quick. Okay, that checks out. So we got 4 people on the list. If you want to get a live reading in before I sign off for the night, get your questions in, y'all. Y'all know once I'm done with the last live, I am usually out for the count. And it's already 3 a.m., child. So my day's about to start in a few. The day's about to start in a few hours, child, on the East Coast. What y'all about to do? Y'all about to make some coffee and breakfast? All right, I think, yeah, 4 people. Okay, so let's start with Dion. Let's see what Dion wanted to know. Oh, for tonight's live. So Dion wants to know tonight's question. Okay, got it. Oh, wait, Digimon Queen, is that you? Are you Dion? She is literally the Polaroid of perfection. When I said Dion, it reminded me of Clueless. She has everything and she'll give it to you in a second. Looks can deceive. She wears her heart on her sleeve. She'll steal you away. Not just for one day. Every day is an ordinary day. In her world, she's an ordinary girl. Do, 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 do. Oh, okay, you're Alberto. Got it. Thank you, the Falling Star. Ooh, Chick-fil-A. I do like Chick-fil-A. Five Guys fries are so good. Oh my god. I haven't had Five Guys fries in a long time. Now Five Guys fries, child. We turned into food porn tonight. I know. Why are we all so hungry? You saw Zara Larson. Did you like it? I like Zara. I think she's funny, and I like that she's no nonsense. She came for Chris Brown, and she gave no fucks, and I like that in her personality. I really do, because I'm the same way. So, if you try those fries with hot mustard or dip in, see now mayo with fries is an underrated. People hate on mayo. I don't understand the hate. Some people are allergic to mayo, but mayo with ketchup, so freaking good. So good, especially for fries. I love their fresh fries. It has to be hot, tender, and fresh. Yes. Not us talking about food and weight loss at the same time, child. Are you mostly a night owl? I am definitely a night owl, but I'm also a morning bird too. It's very weird. I'm both a night owl and a morning bird. Mostly a night owl though. I get most of my creative work done at night. I get most of my work done at night. Well, not most of it, but I get a lot of my readings done at night. Actually, I prefer doing my readings during the day, ironically, but I'd like doing my creative work at night. Maybe that's why I'm both a night owl and a morning bird. Whatever. Your nails are so cute though. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, you're not Dion Digimon Queen. Okay, thank you for being honest. Thank you, Digimon Queen. I like your name, by the way. Oh, hi, Sith. Okay, Sith. Got it. T. Did you watch the Clueless TV show growing up, Alex? You met Mona May? You met Mona May, the costume designer for Clueless? Five Guys fries are so good, but I will say they have certain like tiers. So they have the small, I think. I don't know if they have a medium or not, and then they have the large. The large is a lot of fries, so I'm not a big fan of reheating fries either. So I usually, when I go to Five Guys, get the small unless I'm really really hungry. Even when I'm really really hungry, I don't even think I ever get the large because I'm never gonna finish it ever in my life. So they give you a lot of fries, but they're really good. Yeah, the fries are really good at Five Guys. Mona May, I love her. She starred a few TV shows and movies. I think Mona did the coolest movie and the TV show, but she did some other movies too as well. I think she might have did Legally Blonde, for example. You didn't watch the Clueless TV show? Was it good? I actually like the TV show more than the movie. And I grew up with the movie before the TV show. I actually really like the Clueless TV show way more than the movie. No shade. The Ambition by Zara Larson is my favorite song from Midnight Sun. Apparently, Midnight Sun comes from where she lives. Apparently, there is like actual Midnight Sun where she lives. I appreciate the advice because I'm only in the US for the summer, then back to Latvia. So I'm gonna have to get them soon. Oh, okay. See. How are you liking the US so far? Let's get to the live readings. I have leftover pizza. I don't like doing mukbang. I don't like doing mukbangs with uncouth food. Maybe not uncouth food. I don't like doing mukbangs with unladylike food. So I feel like I have leftover pizza, and I was thinking maybe I could do a mukbang with y'all. But pizza's unladylike. So I cannot. Cutting a pizza and eating it with the fork is going to be so annoying to watch, I'm sure. But that's ladylike. I like to be ladylike on camera when eating. So, but maybe we should do mukbangs every now and then. All right, Dion, we're about to get to your question. All right, Dion wants to know what message does God have for Dion about where Dion, aka Sith, is at in Dion's life. Let's get into it. Mona May did Rami and Michelle with Lisa Kudrow. That's another movie I love. A Clueless musical is what would be on point. Apparently, they're making a new TV show with Alicia. I have another Clueless hot take. I prefer I prefer the Clueless TV show Cher Horowitz more than the movie as well. So I prefer Rachel Blanchard as Cher than actual Alicia Silverstone as Cher. I'm sorry. Rachel Blanchard Cher to me growing up watching her as Cher was always more relatable. I could actually see myself hanging out with her more than the movie Alicia Silverstone Cher. So if you have not seen the Clues TV show, it's a product of its time. It came out in the 90s, all right? So it may not hit as hard late, in today's day and age, but I think there's some episodes on YouTube. Some of you probably have seen episodes, but you just don't remember, honestly. So Rami and Michelle's high school reunion. But I love a good musical, anything. Any musical I'm here for. When I met Mona May, she told me she still works with Alicia Silverstone, who plays Cher in the Clueless movie. I believe that. She was really good at styling Cher or Alicia. Yeah, I like the TV. I don't know, you might like it. Well, we're birthday twins, so maybe you might like it, Alexander, but I like the TV show more growing up. I was obsessed with the TV show more when I was a kid and a tween in the 2000s, in the 90s. Well, in the 90s, I was a kid. In the 2000s, I was a tween for sure. Um, Cruel Intentions versus Clueless cast would be fun. Oh my god, I love Cruel Intentions. Cruel Intentions is one of my favorite movies ever, and that song at the end, cause it's a bittersweet symphony that's life. All right, Dion, let's focus. Speaking of Clueless, Dion, what message does God have for Dion for where Dion is right now in Dion's life? Give us clarity, give us insight, give us truth. All right. I get success, Dion. Success connected to your reputation, success connected to your image, how you look, your appearance. All right, you're on an upward trajectory, so keep going. And if you've been working on yourself, if you've been working on your looks, if you've been working on your reputation, once again, it's starting to precede you, so keep going. All right? Cause it's a bittersweet symphony that's life. You try to make ends meet, and I don't remember the lyrics, but it's a good song. I love that song. And it's so iconic with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Sarah Michelle Gellar really plays a bitch really well. But I don't know, she could be a bitch in real life, actually. I don't know. Hi, Chakia. The portal is definitely open to Magical Mermaid. Night of Emotion shows up. Interesting for Dion. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus energy. Definitely someone between the ages of late 20s to late 40s or early 50s. What are they facing? They're facing the Eight of Materials. So I'm wondering what your zodiac sign is, Dion, as well. Eight of Materials is planting seeds for your future. Definitely being future minded, future oriented, though, as well. So I see you being very future minded, future oriented, but sometimes there's an interesting thing that happens with that as well. Sometimes we can be too focused on the future and not enough on the present. And I'm wondering right off the bat if there's a little bit of that happening with you, Dion. Balance is key in all areas of life. She really does. She's an Aries. Sarah Michelle Gellar is one of my favorite actresses ever since I was a kid. Yeah, I love her. I did get your donation. Thank you, Chakia. The Five of Emotion shows up. Facing the Eight of Materials, the Five of Emotions is about being a bit closed off emotionally as well, in particular. But this could be being closed off out of frustration, being closed off out of maybe necessity in order to get the job done or get the jobs done. But is that conducive to a healthy life overall? Most of the times not, unfortunately. We have to live our lives emotionally open, not emotionally dead or closed off. Life lived emotionally dead or closed off is a life unfulfilled. Let's clock the T. A life lived that is not emotionally fulfilled is oftentimes a life not worth living as well. And you feel it. You feel that. Your emotions have to be alive, just like your body, just like your brain, just like the cells in your body, right? Your emotions must be alive. They cannot be shut off. They cannot be dead. Now, sometimes we do have to shut our emotions off in order to get the job done. Just like in that Michael Jackson reading, I had to shut my emotions off, child. When I started talking about bubbles, I had to shut it off and stop crying and get the job done, right? That happens in life, right? But we can't live like that forever. Hi, Lewis. All right. T says the Magical Mermaid the Desperate Housewives. Oh my God. They should do a reboot of Desperate Housewives, actually. But that's what I'm getting for you, Dion. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that message as well. All right? Me included. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right. But going back to what I was saying, our emotions are connected to our soul as well, right? Our spirit. So that's why when people express their emotions, you see them become animated. You see their spirit, right? Come alive once again. So that's important to life overall. Okay? If you're not feeling, you might as well be not here, right? I mean, metaphorically speaking. The Tower card does show up though, Dion, connected to purpose, self-expression, confidence, ego, connected to also your relationship with your higher self. Then I get the Four of Inspiration. Something's definitely brewing inside you. I do get the Page of Inspiration. Then I get the Queen of Inspiration. I feel like you're playing a role, but playing this role is slowly bubbling up frustration inside of you, Dion. That's eventually going to burst. I'm also wondering if something recently happened as well. Around July, or well, we're in August. Did something recently happen, a blow up or some news you received? Just want to say Sarah Michelle Gellar was good, and I know what she did last summer. She's a 90s icon. We Make the Sun Come Out tomorrow. Definitely Lewis. Yeah. Yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer growing up. That was one of the staples when I was a kid. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, all this, well, By then it was what, Scream 1 and 2? Um Ironically, I have a lot of vivid memories of Scream 3, which that's the one people hate the most. But I actually have a lot of vivid memories of watching that as a kid. Because it came out when I was like still a kid, but also started getting into like horror. Three of Emotions for Dion once again. I get a group effort going on here for you, Dion, but there's this energy of, are you better than the group? Are you bigger than the group? Dion, I get this energy where you're also in a situation or stuck in a situation hoping it will change. But the change is dependent on you. So I'm hearing either, what is that saying where it's like either shut up or get off the pot? Like I'm hearing something like that, like either put up or get off the pot or whatever that phrase is. That's what I'm hearing. Either do your business or get off the pot. Something like that. Like that's what I'm hearing. Okay, now I'm hearing this very clearly. Either shit or get off the pot. Okay. That must be one of your ancestors coming through. I feel like a female with a very short temper is with a very short temper. Um you're stuck in a situation, Dion, where either you need to put up, stick up for yourself, demand what you want and you know you deserve, or get out. All right? That's what I see for you. Let's get your final card. She started on All My Children. Who did? Sarah Michelle Gellar? Charlize Theron started starring in the 90s and she's still on top. I just saw her in, wasn't she in the Odyssey? All right, final card for Dion. Number 10, A Happy Change. It says your angels have heard your prayers and have banded together to create real and joyful changes in your life. Events begin to move forward and great progress will now. Okay. Events will begin to move forward and great progress will now be possible. You may need to make some rapid decisions due to the suddenness of activity. Be confident and trust the guidance you receive. Thank you, Dion, for allowing me to read for you. All right, let's get to Chakia's question next. Chakia was next. After Chakia, I believe, is Crystal. And then after Crystal is Herb Alberto. And then after Alberto is. Oh, wait, no, Alberto is the falling star, right? So, okay, we're still on target. All right, Chakia, you're up next. Yeah, loved ones are definitely watching. The ancestors are definitely coming through. For sure. You know we have Halloween coming up, so the veil is starting to slowly get thin. All right, Chakia wants to know, what message does God have for Chakia for where Chakia is at in her life right now? Give us clarity, give us insight, give us truth. What message does God have for where Chakia is at in Chakia's life right now? Jennifer Love Hewitt, just like Alicia Silverstone and Sarah Michelle Gellar, 90s It Girls, I'm Your Age, Lamarr. I'd see Clueless TV show on vacation in Vegas as a child on TV in hotels. Really? I love that. Yeah, they don't show it anymore, and they never talk about the TV show. But I do love Jennifer Love Hewitt as well. The Hermit, Chiquia, shows up as your first card. You're in self development mode. You're in loner mode, keep to yourself mode, get your ducks in a row mode. All right. You could be in hermit mode as well. This is the hermit, but you could be in hermit slash hibernation mode as well. Once again, like I see, like I don't know if it's necessarily cutting off access, or are you cutting off certain people's access to you, or if it's just something that's naturally happening, occurring. I feel like it's a little bit of both, consciously and unconsciously. Six of materials. Six of materials shows up connected to your money, your finances, and your stability. You do have a little bit of a people pleasing tendency, Chiquia, and that sometimes keeps you stuck. Do you have Libra in your chart or Aquarius? Which is interesting to say. You don't like disappointing people. You love Jennifer Love Hewitt. Okay, suddenly I'm like getting hot now, y'all. I was cold earlier. Now watch the AC turn it on. I get cold again. But suddenly I'm getting hot. Did I ever watch Ghost Whisperer? I didn't. Is that Jennifer Love Hewitt? Because I remember she had her own TV show at some point. Yeah, you're in hermit mode. Eight of emotions. You don't have much capacity for people right now. Emotional capacity, mental capacity. Um, there's the energy of, okay, you want me to feel this way about what you're going through, but I've got my own problems. Like there's definitely that energy going on, or you're expecting this of me, but I've got my own things going on. It's that people pleasing tendency you have. You have Aquarius, and yeah, you hate disappointing others, especially your parents. Yeah. I get the 10 of materials, though. Abundance, prosperity, connected to family, home, emotional energy. Um, Motherhood, in particular, mother energy. 10 of materials is about prosperity, working together, being a part of a bigger picture for the purposes of stability, resources, money, finances, property, ownership. Um, So it's definitely a team effort, but are you really feeling your role in all this, really? Like, are you doing what you do for you? Are you doing what you do for other people, Chiquia? That was Jennifer Love Hewitt's show, The Ghost Whisperer. I do remember that. Maybe she's social online from a distance. That could be. That could be. Sometimes we hibernate even from online. Sometimes we digitally hibernate. I don't know why that word is so hard to say tonight. Digitally. The Emperor shows up. Someone, a masculine figure, a masculine energy in a position of power connected to romance. What are they facing? Facing the High Priestess. Interesting. Connected to work, job, routine, self improvement. The Five of Materials shows up connected to one-on-one relationships. And then facing that is the Knight of Inspiration. I see a man taking interest in you, but once again, you are very like linear focused. Notice how he's looking at you, but like this person's focused ahead, almost like blocking the energy out. So, Spirit is saying, God is saying, yes, you're in hermit mode right now, but understand the nuance and the distinction between, even in your hermit mode, energies that are worth investing in, energies or people that are worth opening up to, and ones that aren't. All right. Because if you stay, and we talked about this in the collective reading, if you stay closed off to everything, you miss your blessings. Okay. The death card, an ending, a change. I see you going through a major change, a major ending, a major shift by November, December of this year. This definitely could be on your own accord or something that happens outside your circumstances. But whatever it is, it's necessary. And it opens up the door for a change, a shift to come in the new year of 2027 for you, Chikia. Could be also connected to school. All right. Or location. The Emperor shows up as your last card. This is the energy that you're meant to embody, all right, to take on. And the Emperor already showed up. So maybe the Emperor is clocking your tea low key. The Emperor may be already picking up on this energy. You may not be fully developed into it though, or enveloped in it. So it's giving the energy of, okay, I see you, but I'm not ready for you. All right, but that doesn't mean the Emperor is going to wait forever. Just saying. That also doesn't mean any opportunity is going to wait forever. So in this season of your hermit energy, remember to stay open and stay focused, God is saying for you, Chikia. All right. You've got major changes coming towards the end of the year, going into the new year of 2027. All right. An ending that's going to open the door for a new beginning. Or endings, maybe. It could be more than one ending that opens the door for new beginnings. Okay. Sometimes things need to end for new things to begin. All right, let's get to Crystal's question next. Wait, did I give you? I didn't give you your final card. My bad. Hold on. She's feeling the level up coming on. Exactly. Final card for Chikia. Chikia, you got the Four of Abundance. It says, Four of Abundance, it's time to reflect upon your relationship with money. Are you spending it too freely? Are you holding on to it too tightly? This can also relate to you how you give of yourself to others. Is your heart open? Are you holding back? Your hard work and wise investments will bring great success. All right. Yes, love that. All right, now let's get to Crystal's question. Should I give the Emperor a shot? I would say yes. I told myself I would be open this semester. Yes, give the Emperor a shot, says Alexander. Exactly. Yeah, love this reading. This resonated so much. You're welcome, Chikia. And definitely be open to the Emperor energy. All right. Next is Crystal. I'm so sad. Why me, says Veronica. It sounds like you need a reading, Veronica. All right, I'm about to go blow my nose real quick. I'll be right back. My deposit isn't in yet. Oh my god, next time. My goodness, this eclipse has been too much. Yeah, the eclipse is hitting, chow. Remember everyone, we have an eclipse coming up. All right. Crystal wants to know, what message does God have for where I'm at in this life right now? What message does God have for Crystal for where Crystal is at in Crystal's life at this time? Give us clarity, give us insight, give us truth, give us guidance, give us honesty. What message does God have for Crystal for where Crystal's at in Crystal's life at this time? Too much, too many tears. I feel you, girl. Awakening shows up for you, Crystal. What does God have for you in terms of where you are in your life right now? You're going through an awakening. You're going through a rebirth right now, Crystal. You're remembering who you are again, or you're re-remembering who you are. The Fool card shows up. This awakening you're going through definitely could be pushing you towards new territories, new opportunities, new ideas, new concepts. Definitely could also be connected to you stepping into your leadership role or leadership energy in life. I hear this is who you are. So you're coming into an energy of who you are as well, or recognizing who you are, realizing who you are, remembering who you are. Two of Materials shows up, balancing two different things mentally. All right, maybe two different aspects of life. Two of Voices also shows up emotionally. We talked about this. It showed up in the same position earlier with the collective. Emotionally, maybe sticking close to comforts. Five of Voices. This could be competition. This could be you blending in rather than sticking out. This could be you throwing in the towel before you even give yourself a chance or opportunity. But it could also be out of fear. It could be out of a lack of self-confidence or a lack of belief. All right. The High Priestess shows up, though. So you're getting messages and downloads, though, Crystal. Spirit is definitely speaking directly to you and is directly guiding you. So keep heeding the messages, keep following the inner guidance. I feel like there could be a breakthrough coming for you sooner rather than later, Crystal. Definitely around September, October, or within the next 3 to 7 days or weeks. Nine of Emotions once again. Topsy-turvy energy. Uncertainty. I do see you dealing with a lot of uncertainty. That could definitely be stressful and keeping you on your toes emotionally. All right. But then I get the Emperor. The Emperor's showing up for a lot of y'all, child. The Emperor shows up connected to open-mindedness, taking risks, chances, stepping out on faith, long distance travel, facing the 10 of Materials. So I get a man showing up for you, Crystal, or someone with strong masculine energy, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Aries, or Sagittarius showing up around abundance for you by the end of the year. All right. So this definitely could be around November, December, January of this year, next year, 2026, 2027. Definitely within the next 9 to 10 weeks, maybe over the span of the next 9 to 10 months. Ace of Voices. You know where you need to go. You know where Spirit is guiding you. You know the steps you need to take. It's just about trusting them, following them, believing in yourself, believing in your path, your purpose. All right. You have to believe in yourself more. And you also have to believe you're capable, you're chosen, you are worthy. All right. You may think less of yourself at times, Crystal, than spirit sees or thinks of you. All right. A lack of belief in self can really stunt our growth in life. All right. But that lack of belief in self can stem from many different roots as well. Lewis Falcon says, Lamarr, this is random, but I'm from LA, a place where, in my lived experience, the truth is way stranger than fiction. That being said, would you ever do videos based on popular conspiracy theories? I absolutely would. And what conspiracy theories are you talking about? Especially LA. There's a lot of conspiracy theories associated with LA, child. Okay. And how has been your experience living in LA so far? Because I don't actually think I could live in LA. I would love to visit California. People think I'm from California, which is interesting, but I could see it. But I actually don't think I could live in LA. So I'm interested in your experience. All right, but number 16, out with the old and with the new. It says heaven is showing you, Crystal, a sign that it's time to move in a new direction. Like I said, often it's because you're not happy and feel a lack of purpose in your life. I literally said this. This is a wake up call to make changes that match your heart's desires and spiritual truths. Period. Spirit never lies, child. The cards never lie. Crystal says yes to my masculine man coming into my life, and I've been working hard on myself lately and have been feeling in my soul to remember who I am. Yes. I love that. Keep going, girl. Keep going. All right, Alberto, the falling star. You're up next. All right, let's get to Alberto's question. And last call for live readings. If anyone wants a live reading, get your last 5-minute readings in before I sign off for the night. We've got one more person on the list. And after I finish the last reading, I'm signing off. All right. We have been on for almost 2 hours, which it feels longer than that for some reason. Not in a bad way, but just like, you know how time flies when you're having fun. Thank you for cleansing, clearing energy. Please me past reading. Jesus' name, I pray. Thank you. You're welcome, Veronica. Good night. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for joining me. All right, the falling star. Last question, if you're able to do it, can I get a quick word from my body on what this journey means to it and how the feeling is feeling from the, years of overeating? Let me go back up to your question, the way you worded it earlier. God, see, I created emotional foundations for this weight loss journey to be long lasting. I did lose 100 pounds, but before gaining it back. So, what is God see in this weight loss journey? That the previous weight loss journey was lacking to make me gain that weight all over again. My science understanding of weight have improved, have my fundamental emotions to food and my growth. All right, let's see. What message does God have for Alberto, the falling star, about Alberto's weight loss journey and how Alberto's healing, the emotions connected to Alberto's weight loss journey and overeating? What message does God have for Alberto about all these things and Alberto's progress? Give us clarity, give us insight, give us truth, give us honesty, give us guidance. Crystal, I've been loving the Emperor card lately. I know that's right. Good night, Veronica. Crystal says, thank you so much, and I love your music. Keep being who you are, Lamarr. Thank you, Crystal. I love how all of y'all have been really, like, living for the music lately. A lot of y'all have been commenting great comments on the music, and I love that. Thank y'all so much. It's really been wanting me to get back in the studio and make more songs. Which once again I do have ideas, but you know, I'm working on a new album. My third album, it is R&B, so it will be R&B influenced, mainly R&B. I'm also thinking I might add a little trip hop in there though, because I'm like back in the late 90s trip hop like listening vibe. So does anyone listen to trip hop? Like, music is so interesting because trip hop is not like really, or has it amalgamated into something else? Trip hop. Anyway, but it will be mainly R&B influence for sure. Louise says, well, for starters, in my lived experience, I live in transitional housing. We have a corrupt property manager and homeless people are very exploited. I'm sorry to hear that. That being said, one of my best friends was telling me about the gang stalking, neighborhood stalking theory. I used to make fun of him and say he was paranoid, but now I'm a firm believer of all of that. Interesting. Yes, we love the music that you produce. Thank you, Chiquia. I appreciate that. All right. Alberto, in this weight loss journey, let's see. The Hierophant shows up as your first card. The Hierophant. This is about a reckoning of who you are, Alberto, the falling star. This is a reckoning of who you are. This is fighting for yourself, fighting for your right, fighting for who you are once again. There's almost like a battle between your identity, or a battle between, or a battle going on in your soul and spirit between one identity and another identity. It almost feels like, I'm not saying this is the case, but to give you an example that would make sense to help understand what I'm saying, it's almost like someone who maybe is LGBTQ but is struggling with their role in that identity, right? That's kind of what it feels like. Not that exactly, but it feels something similar to that. Like, this is who you are, and maybe you're struggling with that truth. Trafficking, gang stalking is real, and I'm very so-ish on the cars with the cameras on their roof, not mentioning companies. You mean Tesla? The Magical Mermaid. Lamarr, I have a movie recommendation. It's free to watch on YouTube. Little Nikita, starring River Phoenix and Sidney Poitier. Little Nikita, I think I've heard of that before. I do like River Phoenix. He was an interesting character for sure. And Sidney Poitier is legendary, so I will check that out. Little Nikita. Hi, Zara. Seven of Voices shows up for you in terms of investments, ownership. Once again, there's this energy between one version of you and another version of you. This is about identity, an identity you've taken on, an identity you've incorporated. This is who I am, but no, this is really who I am. It also feels like the energy of when so many people call you something. When so many people call you fat or overweight or whatever it is, that becomes a part of your identity. This is who I am. This is how people see me, you know, so this is how these people see me, so this is who I am. Like, there's something going on in that dichotomy with you that's aiding to, or is a part of this weight loss journey. I'm going to stick to that as well. I get the Nine of Voices showing up, connected to thoughts, the mind, communication. This is definitely mental health as well. I'm wondering what's going on mental health wise. Are you talking to a therapist, or I don't know if there's a thing as a like a weight loss therapist, or a therapist that's dealt with weight loss or struggle with weight loss their own selves. Like, there's something about that where the mental health aspect needs to be considered. I'm also getting another voice in your head. So I'm wondering, what was your relationship with your parents, your family, and what was their relationship with food? What do they project onto you with that? Once again, because I keep getting, this is who you are. No, this is who I really am. All right, Knight of Inspiration. I'm also wondering how old you are, Alberto. But some of these questions, by the way, some of you might want to elaborate and get a personal reading. So, don't feel like you have to answer in the chat if you don't feel comfortable. Because I just be spilling the tea and going on tangents and move on. I just say stuff and I think spirit takes over, you guys. All right, 5 of materials shows up. Connected to your work, your job, your routine. Once again, this will be connected to your weight, but your daily choices connected to your weight. The 5 of materials denotes, once again, a mental health aspect, something connected to the mind. This could be abandonment issues. This could be an ideal that you feel like you've never lived up to or have never been able to live up to as well. There's a gap, once again, going on here. There's a gap in identity. There's a gap in self-improvement. Where you are versus where you want to be, or you envision yourself being. But I get the Ace of Materials. Now, this is interesting because this could be medicine. So I'm wondering, are you taking medicine? Are you taking the GLP-1? Or maybe some other medicine you've been prescribed, or weight loss aid you've been prescribed? That could be beneficial. Maybe that shows up September, October, within the next 7 days, 7 weeks. But even that ties into somehow identity. Like, that's not me. Like, some people have that thing with the GLP-1 and using medicines and weight loss aids to help you lose weight. It's like it starts to reflect on self. It's like, what, does it count if I can't do it on my own? Does it count if I have to use this to help me lose? Like, the weight isn't you. Is the weight you, or is the weight not you? There's something there too. All right. For years, so many, I just felt pain for 25 years. Literally was paranoid at one point of being afraid of my shadow. So that the mental health part for years before self-improvement. Yeah, I definitely get the need to like focus on mental health. I meant Waymo cars, but didn't want to mention company. I've never been in a Waymo. I took a Waymo one time in Austin, Texas on the way back to a hotel, and I kind of loved it. Really? I've never taken a Waymo. I know what Waymo is, but I've never taken one. I get the strength card. The more educated you become, actually, that's your strength. That's your strength, Alberto, the falling star. So it's interesting you're talking about the science and learning about insulin, and I finally got it. It finally clicked. Like, that's your strength. Knowledge. Knowledge is power. Once you become knowledgeable and aware of something, that's where true change is able to start. Ace, Queen of Emotions. We did talk about emotional eating and emotions and food. So this is also mastering your emotions as well. I don't think the emotions are as big a culprit as a problem as you think. I get the 8 of Voices. I think it's more mental health. All right. And the last card is the Page of Voices. Mental health. You're operating from this energy when it comes to your weight, but this is not who you are. So we need to get to the root of who Alberto, the falling star, is. Period. Because just like India Ari says, I'm not my hair, I'm not my skin, you're not your weight. So who are you then? All right. Let's get your final card, Alberto. Losing the old you along with the weight, so it feels like a new you. Exactly. Period. And it is a new you. Emerging through. Shedding old skin, shedding the weight, right? Like, and it's interesting because as you shed the weight, you shed the emotion. You shed the energies attached to it. Like, that is not you. You without judgment, exactly. It is you, but it's not you, if that makes sense, right? No shots or aid, just felt more natural of not eating and being full. This is just so happened to mess weight loss started to happen. That's the key though, is it's not about not eating, it's about knowing when you're full and stopping eating. I'm full, I'm good. The next time I'll eat is when I'm hungry again, you know? Stop when you're full though. So it's also you're learning better habits once again. All right? You're becoming more aware, you're becoming more knowledgeable. That's where your power lies. The issue is when we're not aware or knowledgeable and we do things without understanding why we do it. There's a whole bunch of people with weight issues who don't understand why they overeat, why they struggle with being active. That's the root we need to be looking at, right? Don't feel guilty if others feel left behind. Exactly. Not your monkey, not your race, child. All right, final card for Alberto, Seven of Emotion. Interesting. It says your angels are asking you to make an important decision that you've been putting off. It's likely you know which choice you should make, but you're procrastinating so you don't upset someone else. Ask heaven for guidance and then make the choice that celebrates who you truly are. Didn't I tell you these cards never lie? Didn't I tell you my spirit guides never freaking lie? Didn't I tell you, wasn't the whole theme of your reading, Alberto, about who are you? Who are you truly? Who truly are you? Let me read the end part one more time of this card. Let me show you. So you know, all right? But let me read it one more time. All right? My spirit guides never my spirit guides, they don't lie over here. All right? They come through with the tea. Let me read it one more time. Alberto, ask heaven for guidance and then make the choice that celebrates who you truly are. I love that. I love that. Thank you, Alberto, for allowing me to read for you. I hope I was able to give you some clarity and insight. Once again, if you want to elaborate, I am available for personal readings. So if you want your own personal reading, if you want to elaborate and you got a live reading tonight, I am available right now, actually. So if you want a phone reading right now, it is late, but I am wide awake like Katy Perry. So if you want a reading, contact me. Text me at 703-791-9162 or visit my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Let me show you. This is my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Once you reach this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down and email me at lamar.townsend@gmail.com. Text me once again at 703-791-9162. Same number for WhatsApp. You can scroll down and read reviews from people who have, of course, purchased readings from me. Some of them have purchased numerous readings, candles, classes, and things from me as well. And if you would like a reading or candles or anything like that, check out the store section. This is where you can go to view everything I offer. I offer quite a lot of different options. I offer email readings, video recorded readings sent to your email, 15-minute, 30-minute, hour-long phone readings, open roads candles, protection candles, success in finances, success in love candles, cleanse away your enemies candles, custom candles, grounding candles, mediumship readings, birth chart readings, individual birth chart readings, compatibility birth chart readings, 12-month ahead predictive transit birth chart readings, money candles with Cleopatra, handmade evil eye bracelets, past life readings, tarot classes, astrology classes, spiritual development classes, astrocartography, natal chart readings, and so much more. If you'd be interested in any of these things, definitely check out my website and get your evil eye bracelets. All right. Zara says, do you have time for a reading here? Zara, did you want to donate for a reading or do you want a personal reading? Because if you want to donate for a live reading, then once again, last call for live readings. There's no one on the list anymore. So it is almost 4 a.m. You can pay PayPal. Okay, yeah, send your donations, Zara. You want to get an Evil Eye bracelet? Get your Evil Eye bracelet, child. They are handmade by me. No bracelet is the same. Y'all know I never take this bracelet off. Literally wear it in the shower, wear it to bed. Very what's the word? Very quality made. All right? So they're meant to last. I have people who have purchased bracelets from me like 2 or 3 years ago and they still have their bracelet. So they're definitely meant to last. It's almost 3 a.m. where you live. Are you on the Central Time, Alexander? I forgot. I forget how the time zones work. I get confused by the time zones still, even. Yes, the bracelets are high quality. Exactly. You're on. Oh yeah, you're in Texas, aren't you? So Texas is central. Hi, Lamar. I'm laying in bed. Loved your MJ reading last night. Thank you, Gio. It was really good. I can't believe I cried, y'all. You sent your donation. Did it come through? Let me check. I didn't get anything, but let me see. No, I didn't receive anything. Did you send it to the right email, Zara? I didn't receive anything. I'm hungry. Will I actually eat though? I'm not sure, but I am hungry. I might just lay down and pass out. Honestly, we'll see. Give me a second. Okay. Gio says, I thought it was beautiful that you cried. It was real and touching. Thank you, Gio. Yeah, I never cry on camera, so I mean I also couldn't help it either, to be honest. So it is what it is. But thank you for saying that. Story of your life, child. Child. Yeah, I mean I have the leftover pizza, but I don't know. I mean, literally I've been obsessed with fries. I want fries. Like really. That's what I really want. Or you just go to bed without eating. Yeah, I do that a lot actually. Try now. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I didn't get anything. I'm not receiving anything, Zara. Let me post the link one more time. Maybe you can try the link. Once again, if anyone else in the chat wants to donate for a live reading before I sign off, I'll probably stay on for like maybe 5 more minutes and I'm going to sign off. Because it's almost 4 a.m. Tuesday. So I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious. Well, no, I'm trying to be more conscious of my time. Like managing my time, you know? Like I'm getting cold again. I'm trying to be more conscious of managing my time more in a more adulting type of way. You had leftover pizza for dinner, Gia? Oh my god. You love pizza? Where'd you get your pizza from? I got mine from Domino's. And I got a thin crust because it's not that I don't like regular crust pizza. I just prefer thin. The bread can be too much. Once you've had like 2 or 3 slices of regular crust pizza, the bread fills you up, you know? But like a thin crust is just so light and so tea. And I feel like you get more cheese, more meat, maybe more veggies, whatever it is you. What type of pizza do y'all like, by the way? I usually get sausage. Sometimes I'll add a little razzle dazzle and do some olives maybe on it too. Maybe onions, maybe, you know. But sausage pizza is my go-to. And then pepperoni is always good. Do y'all have a least favorite pizza spot? I don't think I have one, honestly. You think it's a scam thing with PayPal? Yeah. Well, Zara, let me know if you want a personal reading. All right. I'm available for personal readings as well. You love Domino's since you were a kid. Yeah, I used to actually work at Domino's and Papa John's in college, so. Red or white sauce with cheese, feta, spinach, tomato, mushroom. Ooh, that sounds so good. I love mushrooms. I actually don't like. I also with pizza. I'm not a big fan of red sauce for some reason. I prefer white sauce. Like I feel like it doesn't give me heartburn as much, but I feel like red sauce used to give me bad heartburn. So yeah, not so much now though, which is interesting. Maybe there's something with my gut biome that's changed. Ooh, chicken Alfredo pizza sounds good. I'm also wondering what would that be like though. Chicken Alfredo, is it just Alfredo sauce with chicken on it? Are you putting pasta on that too? Because that kind of seems overboard. But I don't know. You know, people put pineapples on their pizza. So, which by the way, pineapples are good for you. Very good for you. The pineapples, the bromelain in pineapples especially helps you break down proteins, meats, things of that nature in your body. Never had that, but fuck around with done dried tomato on a pizza. Sun dried tomato on a pizza. That sounds really good. Sun dried tomato has like a certain flavor with it too. If it's Domino's, I like the handmade pan. Ooh, handmade pan pizzas are real good. The small one too, you know, the small size. Oh my god, the really small pizza that you used to get when you were a kid back in the 2000s. Remember that Scholastic? You get free pizza or something like that. I still eat those. The small ones from Pizza Hut. Oh my god, I would love one of those right now. Actually, wait, I have pizza. Wait a minute. Let me come back to earth. All right. Ooh, Philly cheesesteak pizza sounds interesting. Handmade pan with garlic parmesan sauce and pepperoni. Ooh, I love garlic parmesan. I don't love garlic parmesan wings, but I love garlic parmesan. Sun dried tomatoes. Yeah, no pasta. Okay, good. You can add sun dried tomatoes too, and mushrooms and green peppers. You know what also is good? Green onions. Not on pizza, maybe, but just in general. Y'all, I'm so hungry. I can't believe we talked about food the majority of this reading, chat. All right, you guys. Well, I'm hungry. So I'm going to go whip something up in the kitchen. And this has been so fun as always. Thank you all for joining me so much tonight. I hope I was able to help with the collective message as always. And anyone that got personal readings, thank you for purchasing personal readings. And I hope I was able to help as well with, live readings. Well, same thing. Personal reading, live readings. All right. Thank you all for listening and watching. I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now. But I'll be back before you know it. Onions on pizza, onions on anything is good, to be honest with you. I love onions. I'll see you later. Bye, GL. I love you all. I will catch you all in your own personal reading. I will see you in the next video. Either way, I will see you soon. Bye, The Falling Star. Bye, Alexander. Bye, GL. Bye, Brittany. Bye, Chakia. Bye, Zara. Bye, The Magical Mermaid. Louise. Veronica. Again. Bye, everyone. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Have a good one. Stay safe and sleep tight. Bye. Let's play this one. Bye, y'all. Actually, no, I want to play this one. My bad. Bye. Bye. I turn on the porch light for you to see me. I throw my heart on the floor for you to pick it up. In the darkness of night, the moon is gleaming. If you are with someone, I hope you break up. Because I'm ready to meet my soulmate. Just tell me the time or place, because it's our fate. It can't be tomorrow, it's today. I put in my time and I cannot wait. Is he ready for me? Is he ready for me? Is he ready for me? Is he ready? Is he ready for me? Is he ready for me? I'm ready for my soulmate. Is he ready for me? Is he ready for me? Is he ready for me? Is he ready? Is he ready for me? Is he ready for me? I'm ready for my soulmate. If they told me that I would lose you, I'd never fall again. Down the rabbit hole of unconscious rebirth, I know I'm feeling thin. Love's a gamble, let's get unconscious, honey. It's me and him. I know my soulmate's out there waiting for me. So reach out your hand and give me the glory. So when you're ready for your soulmate, listen to this song. And then the reboot of societal hearts won't be long. I'm ready for my soulmate. I'm ready for my soulmate. I'm ready for my soulmate. I'm ready for my soulmate.